So in this x.x.x, okay, the first one is representing the version number, second one feature number, feature pack, third one is fixed pack. Generally, the version will be released. Okay, the gap between the version to version is 6 months. Okay, the gap between the version to version is 6 months. Okay, the gap between the feature pack, generally it is, okay, from 3 weeks to 2 months, like that. So within 3 weeks to 2 months, they will release one feature. And coming to the fixed pack, that will be from 2 days to 2 weeks. So this is the maximum duration. Okay, in the real time that will follow. Okay, for example, okay, if a developer released a version, okay, 6 months. In the 6 months, they released a version. So recently that version may be, so it is 1.0.0. Okay, now after 4 weeks or after 1 month, okay, after 1 month, so they added some features to the existing pack. So now what will be the release? So it is 1. Anybody tell me what is the version now? After 1 month, they released a feature pack. So what is the version? 1.1.0. Okay, again after 45 days, so they added one more feature. They added one more feature. Now what will be the version? 1.2.0. Okay, in this version, so the users found some defects, some bugs are there. So for that, so the developers fix those bugs within 2 days to 2 weeks. So let us take, so within 1 week the developer fix the bugs. So now what will be the release name now? It is become, anybody tell me what is the new release? It is 1.2.1. Got it right? Understanding right? Now again after 1 week, so they fix one more bug. So then the version will be 1.2.2. So after 6 months again, so they released one more version. They released one more version. So now what will be the version number now?
.3.
It is 2.0.0. It is a fresh version. Okay, so therefore the new release will be 2.0.0. And after this again, so for example, let us take in 50 days, they added some features to the existing version. So then now the version become 2.1.0. And if some bugs are there in this release, okay, so the users and the developers will fix the bugs within 10 days and they release the new version as 2.1.1. So likewise in the real time will happen. The versions in the packages that will be released in the real time like this. Okay, so the version that will be released within 6 months. It is taking maximum 6 months. So the features will be added from 3 weeks to 2 months. And the fixed pack will be 2 days to 2 weeks. So within 2 days to 2 weeks, the fix any bugs are there that should be fixed. Okay, so this is a real time versioning will be there. Okay, so I think already I have given the explaining the commands the last class. Just practice those commands. So all these commands I have shown in the Windows part. Now I'm going to explain how we are working in the Linux platform. Okay, so for that I'm launching one RHEL box here. Okay, I'm taking this RHEL box. I'm in the RHCL box. Okay, it is a fresh box, fresh the Linux box. So how to install Git? First of all, we need to install the Git. In our local, we are installed the Git, right? So we are downloading the .exe file of Git and we installed it. So, but in Linux machine, how to install Git? Anybody? How to install any package? In the last classes, I already explained. So what is the package manager for Linux? So yum is the package manager for installation of any package. Okay, so just search. First of all, you need to search whether the package is there or not in the repo. Yum is a repository. It is a package repository. Okay, so yum search. So you need to just search for the package Git. So it is throwing error. Why? Because there is no permissions. So for that, you need to give sudo. When you are using Git, when you are login as a normal user, you need to take the permissions from root. That's why you need to add sudo command. So when you do sudo yum search Git, it will list out all the softwares which are having the name Git. So now see, it is listing all the packages with name Git. So we need to check what is the suitable package. So generally, so the basic package, the name is Git only. It is 34-bit, 32-bit and 64-bit. X 86 means 32-bit and 64-bit. Therefore, the tool name is Git only. Okay, the package name is Git only. So how do we install the package now? So sudo yum install Git. Okay, so click on enter. It is asking for yes or no. Okay, so if you don't want to see this message, you can pass this argument. You can pass this flag along with the command. How? So just same command at the end, just give -y. If you just mention -y, so this won't ask. Is this okay? Yes or no? It won't ask. Otherwise, here you can also give y. Then the package will be installed. So if you don't want to see this message, so just give -y. So then the package will be installing. So the package is installed. How to check whether the package is installed or not? So just git -version. Git -version. So see, it is showing the version 2.27.0. So Git is installed now. Now you can work with the Git tools. Git commands are there, right? Now you can work with the Git commands. You can work with the Git commands. So, but if you want to connect with the remote repository, okay. So that means, for example, let us take, I have a repository. So I want to connect with this repository, okay, from Linux machine, and I want to push, okay, I want to push some files into this remote machine, in the remote hub. Okay, first of all, before in local, you can check. So git, okay, you can say init. So like that, you can work any commands. So all the git commands will work here. Okay. So yesterday I already explained one local. So how do you create? So let us take mkdir. Okay, let us take a folder 1. So now here cd. So just move it to the folder 1. Here you can make git init. Now initialized empty git repository. Okay, now here you can work with the commands. Okay, here you can work with the git commands. So now this is the git folder. But here in our local, if you see in the Windows machine, so this is a git merge is the folder yesterday we have created. If you move into the folder and do the git bash, here it is clearly showing which is the branch it is. which is the branch it is. So in the brackets, it is showing master branch. Okay, if you want to list out the branch, you can do git branch. So likewise, we have two branches here. So if you want to check out here, so check out feature branch. So now here, now it is feature branch. But here in the Linux machine, it is not showing like that. The Linux machine, it is not showing like that. So now you need to search. You need to check whether which branch you are. So for that, git branch. Okay, so here we are, the folder one is right. Now let us create one folder. -b feature. So switch it to the new branch feature. So it is not showing any branches. Like in the Git, you have this option is there, right? But in the Linux, there is no such option. So you need to check in which branch you are. Let us see here. It's not showing the branches. Branch. So not valid option. Now let's do one thing. So click check out master. There is no master here, so maybe the name will be main. CD folder one. You can work with the git commands. So git init. So here the git command will be there. ls-la. You can see all the git files will be there here. .git. Okay. You want to work with git here. Actually, it has to show. So anyway, I'll show how to connect with the remote repository. Because in the real time, we are mostly working with the remote repositories only. Okay, just I'm removing this folder. Now, how to connect? How to connect with the remote repository? In case of Windows, okay. So just what you are doing, first of all, you are cloning the repo, right? With the help of this, okay. Just you are copying the HTTPS and git clone. So followed by this URL, okay. You can just clone the entire files of the remote repository into your Windows machine. But in case of Linux, you need to take SSH. You need to connect with the SSH. So for example, just copy this SSH and type. So the same command. So git clone, the same command you are doing. So just click on enter. So it is asking for the fingerprint. So just click on type yes, and it is not giving the permissions. So see here, could not read from the remote repository. Why? Because it is permission denied. Why it is showing the permission denied? Because there is no connectivity. So in case of a local machine, okay, whenever you are cloning the repo, so it is asking for, okay, it is asking for credentials, right? You already given the credentials. So git config --global user.email and user.name. You are giving these two information. So this information is referred to the this remote repository. That's why, first of all, when you want to do the push operations or pull operations, first you need to give the user information. So then only any operation can be performed. Okay, likewise in Linux also, we need to enable the connectivity, communication between the this Linux local repo, that is central repo, sorry, local repo to the central repo. Central repo means this one. So how do you give the connectivity? How do you establish the connection between this local repo and the central repo? For that, you must give the public key. So it is asking for public key. Okay, you are not given any public key. So just SSH, you know the how to generate the public key. Okay, SSH -keygen. So this is the command used to generate the key. So click on enter. So it is asking for Just click on yes. Now you can see the public key. So in this path, so the public key is available in this file. Now just capture the public key file content. So this is the public key. So this public key you must give to the corresponding repo. Okay. So here two things you can do. If you want to give the access to only this repo, you can give the public key here itself. Or if you want to give the access to this entire account, there here you can give the access. Okay, in the settings, these are the global settings. Okay, if you are give the this SSH key here, so this will be, so see here SSH and GPT keys. So here if you give new SSH key, if you give the key here and the title is RHCL box and add SSH key. So it is asking for password. So whenever you are giving, okay, so the SSH key here, that means in the account settings, this is the account settings, right? Whenever you are giving the access to the this account settings, then entire account you can access. Entire account, that means in this account how many number of repos are there, all the repos you can get the access from the local machine. You can get the access from the local machine. Or I don't want to give access to all the repos. Okay, I want to give the access to only specific repos. So for that I'm just deleting here. I'm deleting this access here. Now there are no SSH keys. I'm just going back. So I want to give the access to only test repo. So here we have for repo settings are there here. Okay, here we have repo settings are there. So click on the repo settings. So go to the bottom. So deploy keys. This one. Okay, add. So add new. So here you can give the SSH key. So see here already mentioned begins with SSH-RSA. So the key should start from SSH-RSA. Therefore, here also you need to take the copy from SSH-RSA to the last. Now give here. Now give any name here. So I'm giving the RHCL box only here. You can give any name, it's not a problem. So yellow right axis. Okay. So if you uncheck this one, so you are unable to push anything. So this key can be used to push to this repository. So deploy key is always full access. Okay. So never mind about this one, checkbox or not. So just add the key. Now the key is added now. Now you can establish the communication between the local repo to the remote repo. Now you can perform the same action. So just click on the up arrow. Now I'm just cloning the repo now. Okay, I'm just cloning this repo. See here. Now it is cloned. Just type ELL. So test repo is there. So just move into the folder. So I'm just moving in the folder. Now if you see the list of files here. So I have 4 files are there. Now you can execute the same commands. Okay. There is no difference between the Windows machine and Linux machine commands. Both will be same. Because in the Windows machine also, you are using the Git. So generally Git is nothing but it is, here you are executing the Linux commands only, right? Okay, in the Git you are executing only Linux commands. Okay, so LL, nothing but it is showing the list of files. Okay, so in the Windows you have command mode. Terminal is there. Okay, so here if you do LL, it is throwing the error because LL is the command that is referring to only Linux. Here, if you want to show the list of folders or list of files in a particular directory, you need to give the command dir. If you give the dir, so it should displays all the files and folders which are there in the current path. Okay, so you are using the Git as a tool in the local. So Git is nothing but it is a Linux based version only. Okay, that's why there is no difference between the commands you are executing from Windows or from Linux machine. The only difference here it is the establishing the communication only. So in case of Windows, you are just choosing the HTTP. Okay, here you are choosing the HTTP while cloning the repo. Just here you are using the HTTPS. If it is Linux machine, then you can use this one and same command git clone followed by this one. Okay, like that. So you can work with the Linux machines also. So, but one thing you need to give, you need to differ here. You need to give the this establish connectivity. You need to add the key. You need to generate the key and you need to add this key to the remote repository. You can give the key to, you can give the access to only this particular repo or the entire account also you can give. I already shown how to give to this particular repo or the entire account. Okay, so this is where we are working with the Git. Okay, Git and GitHub. For example, if you want to see touch, so first of all you need to do the git pull, right? Let us do git pull. Okay, so we are going to do already up to date. It is showing already up to date. Now you can add the file. So touch file. File is created. So just do the git add dot. So next git commit -m. Okay, so file 5 is added. Now it is committed. File is committed. So if you want to see the status, git status. There is nothing to commit here. Nothing to commit. You can push the changes. So do the git push. So the key or authentication read only. So here, see here, it is read only. You are given the key that is having only read only access. I already mentioned at the time. So go to the settings. So here deploy keys. Now here again you need to, there is no, it is, so here it is read only key. Git push is not possible here because the key that you are authentication is read only access. It is not giving the right permission. Right permissions means git push is not available. That's why again you need to delete this key and add the new key. That is, you can add the same key, no problem. It will work. So go to the top. I'm just adding the key here. Here I'm giving the name as RHL box. So here hello right axis. Hello right axis. Then only you can push the changes to the repository. Add key. Now try to push. So here you can see read and write. So you have the two options will be there. Now try to git push. See, git push is happened. So from master branch, local master to the remote master. Next, just go to the repo, refresh. So already it is there. File 5 is added 2 minutes ago. Okay, file 5 is added 2 minutes ago. So likewise, we can work with the Git and GitHub from both Linux machine as well as Windows machine. Any doubts here regarding Git and GitHub? Any doubts? You can ask me. Otherwise, I'll go to the next tool, Maven. Any doubts in the Git and GitHub? You must practice this Git and GitHub. Otherwise, you won't get any doubts. Topics will be going every day, but you need to practice each and every topic every day, so that then only you are in the correct sync. If no doubts means I'll proceed for the next tool, Maven.
Sir, everything is clear, sir.
Okay.
You can start, Maven.
Remaining. Okay.
The only difference is here we're generating the key and we're going to that key location and we're copying the key and
only authentication only. How we are establish the communication connection. That is the only difference.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Okay. So next tool, Maven. So the starting of our DevOps session, I already told you. So there are some steps are there, some phases. So developers are developing the code. Okay, developers are developing the code after this. So we are what are our steps? We are decoding that is compiling the code. Generally, the code that is developed by the developers is not understandable by the machine. It is user understanding language, but not the machine understandable language. So that is, we can call this as ASCII code and ASCII code. Okay, after compiling, so we are getting the ASCII code into byte code. Then only this byte code only machine will understand. So after this compiling of the byte code, so we are doing the testing. Okay, so after doing the testing, then we are doing the package. Okay, so after doing the package, we are doing the deployment. So these are the some phases which are there in the real time. So generally the code will be given by the developers. So from this DevOps role will start. Okay, so compiling, so testing, package, and deployment. So these four tasks should be done by the DevOps engineer only. Okay, so for generally I already told you the tools we are using for DevOps. Okay, like for compiling and testing and packaging and deployment, I already told number of tools. Okay, so generally they are classified as SCM tools, that is source code management tools. We can call them as source code management tools. And next one, build tools. Third one, deployment tools. So SCM tool, source code management tools means once the source code is developed, so how the code is managed. The code is managed by pushing the code into GitHub, GitHub, Bitbucket, Lab, so like that. So these are the tools which are used in the real time. So coming to the after the code is in the GitHub, okay, now the DevOps engineer should build the code. Okay, so for to build the code, the tools are and generally these are the major companies are adopting these tools for building the packages and Maven, Gradle. So for deployment, okay, for deployment you can use a number of tools. So you can use Jenkins, Ansible, okay, and next some more one. Okay, so we have also after this one we have containerization tools. So for this we are using Docker, Kubernetes. Okay, so currently we have completed the first task. SCM tools are over. If you learn any one tool, the commands will be same for all the remaining one. So similarly, for build tool, if you learn any one tool, so that the process will be same for the other tools. Okay, so here I'm going to explain the tool Maven. So Maven is the build tool that I'm going to use. So here Maven. So generally, so depending on the language, depending on the programming language, that build tool may be different. Okay, so these are the tools that are used for Java and Maven Gradle. So these are used for Java language, Java programming language. If it is a .NET, okay, if it is a .NET, we are using MS Build, MS Build or Visual Studio. So this is the tool we are using for .NET. .NET programming. So we are using these two tools. If it is Angular.js, okay, we are using the tool Node.js. If it is a Angular.js code, we are using the build tool as, sorry, if it is Angular.js as a programming language, so then the build tool is Node.js. Build tool is Node.js. Okay, if it is C, CPP, so C++ like that, any other languages, so that we have the make file is a tool that is used for building the package. So depending on the programming language, we have different tools are there. Since in the real time, most of the industries are working on the Java only. So that's why I'm explaining here the build tool Maven. Okay, clear, right? So in the Maven, so what are the different topics I'm going to explain here? First, I'm explaining the installation procedure. Installation procedure both in Windows and Linux. And second one, the folder structure. Folder structure. Third one, Maven commands. Fourth one, most important, form file. So very important, form file. So project object model. So these are the four topics I'm explaining in the Maven. So in the real time also, okay, most of the interview questions will be on the Maven commands and form. Especially in the form will be number of questions will be asked. Okay. So in the today's class, I'm covered with the installation process. If time permits, I'll explain the folder structure. Actually, this folder structure that is given by developers only. Folder structure that is given by developers only. So, but for understanding purpose only, I am explaining how the folder structure will be created by using Maven. Okay, how the folder structure that is created by using Maven. I explained. But in real time, so this is a developer's job only. So whatever the code that are prepared, so I already told you the folder structure in the starting classes also, like src main Java, next src main test. So these are the two folder structures which are there for Java language. So where Java folder will contain the code, the main programming code will be there here, and in the test folder we have the test classes will be there. Classes will be there in this folder. So I'll explain how these two folders are created. Okay. So first I'll complete with the installation topic. So before installing Maven, so the prerequisite means, so it's a mandatory. So if you want to execute the Maven, so Maven commands, the prerequisite is Java is mandatory. Prerequisite is Java is compulsory. Without Java, so this Maven commands will not work because Maven is nothing but it is used as a Java programming language. It is a build tool used for Java programs. That's why Java is compulsory for Maven. Okay, so I'll show how to install the Java first. Because in order to install the Maven, first Java is compulsory. That's why first I'll install the Java. After that, I'm going to install the Maven. Okay, so for that, I have already the content is there. So JDK 11, so Java 11 version that is there. Okay, you can download from the internet this. So this is nothing but binaries. So see here, it is all these are binaries. Okay, all these are binaries. So JDK 11 is the compatible version, mostly compatible version. So recent version is also there. JDK 18, JDK 19 also there, but mostly JDK 11 will be compatible version for Maven. You can download the binaries of this JDK 11 from the internet. Just type JDK 11 download. So you can download here from the Oracle website. But for this, you need account. It is asking to create one account before downloading any package from Oracle website. So if you create an account, then you can download this Java. Okay. So after downloading the Java, so here there is no need to install the package. I already told you in the last sessions. Installation types. One of the topic is installation types topic. I already told you how to install the packages in number of ways. So one is by directly executing the .exe file. Second one is downloading the binaries. Okay, if you execute if you download the package from internet and install this package, that package is called as OS service. OS service. So by default, this package will work anywhere in the system. Okay, this package will work anywhere in the system. For example, so take any one of the software, say Git. Okay, so if you want to open the Git, you can open Git any place. You can open the Git in any place, in C drive, D drive, or E drive, in any folder. Okay, in any folder you can open the Git because you are downloaded the .exe file and you have installed the package. That's why, okay, this will be open in any location. So that's why this is called as OS service. That's why this is called as OS service. Or the second method is downloading the binaries. If you downloaded the binaries, okay, so there is no installation for this. You can directly work with those binaries. So since we are downloading these binaries and we are working with the binaries, but the difference is, so the package is work only in this particular folder only. Okay, the package work the particular folder only where the binaries are there. Okay, where the binaries are there, only in that particular folder only the application will work. Because this is not OS service. Because this is not OS service. Okay, so why this package will work anywhere in the system? Okay, why this package will work anywhere in the system means whenever you install the package, okay, so this package will be added to the path directly. Okay, this package, okay, is added to the path, system path, added to the system path automatically. Automatically, the path will be added to the system path. But Since you are downloading the binary, so therefore this package is cannot be added to the system path automatically. So for that, what you need to do, if you want to run this package anywhere in the system, if you want to run this package anywhere in the system, you must add the package to the system path. You must add the package to the system path. So how to add the package to the system path? Where the system path will be there? Where the system path location? The system path location is nothing is called as environment variables. The system path variable, system path is available at environment variables. Therefore, if you are downloading the binaries, and if you want to work with the binaries anywhere in the system, then you must add the package path to the environment variable section. Then only the package will work anywhere. I'll show here. So here I already downloaded the JDK. So just copy this. Just copy the path. Copy the system path. Since this is not executable file, I need to take the folder up to the bin path. So you are not in the bin path, all the executable files will be there. All the binary files will be there. So you are not supposed to be bin path. Up to the bin folder, you need to copy the path. You need to copy the path and you need to give this path to the environment variables. So where the environment variables will be there. So these are available. So just right click the PC, properties. In the properties, advanced system settings. Here you can see the option environment variables. So click on the environment variables. So here you can see the two options. One is user variables for Surya, system variables. You can give the path either here or here. So if you are giving the path here, only this user can be able to access the application. Whereas if you give the path under the system variables, any user can access the application. So here in this system variables, path option is there. So this is very, very important. So edit very carefully while editing this path. If you deleted this path, so you are unable to log in into the machine again. You need to you need to do the OS again. You need to do the OS again. Operating system should be reinstalled because this is the main path. See, all the program files, all the configurations will be available in the path file only. That's why very careful while editing this path. If you lost this path, so then you are not able to log in into the machine. That's why, so click on edit. So here you can see the number of options. So here already given the JDK up to the bin I have given. So no problem. You can give the up to the bin. Just I'm giving the delete. So here I'm going into the folder again. So give the up to the bin path. Up to the bin path you can give. So because this folder will contain the binaries. So these binaries will be executed anywhere from the system. Anywhere from the system. So here I'm just deleting here. So Maven also deleting. So for understanding purpose, I'm just showing here is okay. I'm not added the path here. So just click on OK. Now, if you see the CMD command mode, just how do you check whether the package is installed or not? I just told you. How do you check whether any package is installed or not? If the package is installed, then you can check the version of the package. So previously we installed Git, right? So Git space -- version we are given. So it is showing the version. That means the this is Git is installed. Git is installed. So here from the website, I just downloaded the binaries of the Java here. I'm not downloaded the Java here. So that's why just to go to this command mode. So just to do the Java hyphen version. So it is throwing the error because Java is not recognized as internal external command. Because Java is not there in my PC. Java is not installed in my PC. That's why it is not showing. Okay. So for that, because you are downloaded the binaries, therefore you can give the path to the environment variables. Okay. Or otherwise, here where is this folder? So this is a folder, right? So go to this folder. So just click on the git bash here. So just type here. So Java space version. So here Java command is not there. These are not showing. Just moving into this path. Let us check whether it is executing or not. ED. So let us check Java with one. See here. So what do you observe the difference? So what is the difference you observed? I just told you, right? What I told you, if you downloaded the binaries, okay, that package work in the particular folder only. That package is working only under the particular folder only because that package is not OS service. Okay, so that's why. So here it is showing the version. It is showing the version means the package is available, but only under this particular version. So if you come out of this, branch, that is folder, and execute Java space hyphen version, then it is not recognizing because it is not a OS service. It is not added to the system path. Therefore, if you want to work the Java anywhere in the system, then you must give the path of Java up to the bin folder to the system path. Then only Java will work anywhere in the machine. Understood, right? The difference. Understood the difference, right? So
Yes, sir.
the difference between the this one binaries. Okay, downloading the binaries and installing the package. If you install the package, then the package will be working anywhere. But when you download the binaries, that will be worked only in the particular folder only. That's why you need to give the path of this folder in the environment variable section. I'm just giving here in the path, edit. Here, click on the new, so paste, okay, okay, okay. Now, can you check this again, whether it is working or not? In this folder, it is working again. But I want to go to other folder. So see, let us take users. Let us take Surya. So currently, I am in this folder. Let us check now whether it is working or not. It is not working. Why? Because you are applied, you are added the path to the environment variables. If you want to make the Java working, actually Java is working, but here you need to just restart the terminal. Just close the terminal and reopen the terminal. Now execute the same command. Now it will work. Now it is working. Okay, after adding the this package to the system path, to close the terminal or simply restart the terminal. Restart the terminal. Now you can work with the Java anywhere in the system. Okay. Now if you see here, Java space version. See, previously it is not showing the Java, right? So now it is showing because you added the Java path to the environment variable section. So not only Java, if you download any binaries, so in general, Okay, and I'm saying about the package in general. So in general, if you download any package, okay, so in future we are also working with this Maven. Now we are going to work with the Maven and Tomcat. So these two are not OS services. If you want, you can make OS service. Okay, but the ready-made packages are available in the system, in the internet. Therefore, you can simply download the packages. You can simply download the binaries, and if you add the these binaries to the environment variable section, you can work with the Maven tool anywhere. Clear? So this is the process of making any package as OS service. Now you are making this package as OS service, right? Okay, you are working with the package anywhere in the system. Therefore, it is a OS service now because you are added manually to the system path. Okay, so now Java is installed because I already told you for Maven, so Java is the mandatory. Okay, so now just download the Maven binaries from the internet. So here Maven download. So Maven is the package name that is developed by the Apache Corporation. Apache Corporation is a company that is developed the Maven HTTPD Nginx. Okay. So here you can see the number of versions you can see here. You can see the number of versions for Maven. So here 3.8.z. So here it is clearly given. So you can understand which package is for which machine. So tar.zz. So tar.zz means that is for Linux machine. Zip file. So zip file is for Windows. Since currently we are working with the Windows machine, so therefore I'm just downloading the zip file. So if it is a Linux machine, you can take this package. Okay. So likewise, you can see the number of packages. So previous releases. Here you can click on this one. You can see the number of releases, previous versions. See the previous releases. So the required Java version. So the minimum version required is Java 7. So here the Apache Maven is downloaded. I'm just going to the download section. I'm just extracting this. I'm just copying this into the. So previously I have other version for Maven. Here the new version, the old version is 3.8.1. New version is 3.8.3. Now we will work with 3.8.z. So if you open this file folder, so you can see the number of files. So bin. So bin folder which will contain all the commands of Maven to be executed. Okay, Maven commands that are executed will be there in the bin folder. So boot. So booting files. All the files will be available in the boot file. So conf means config file. So for every tool you have the configuration file. So just click on the settings.axxml. So you can see the complete information about the Maven. Okay, all the settings, all the information will be available in the settings.xml. So if you want to understand the complete information about the Maven, just read this document. Just read this document, then you can get the complete idea about the Maven. Okay, so anyway, we'll discuss this about later. So lib means library files. It is having all the Java related library files which are going to be executed here. Now, same, since we are download the binaries, right? Therefore, you need to add the path to the environment variable section again. So copy the path up to the bin. So next, given to the environment variables. So before that, let us check the Maven is already there or not. So what is the command to execute Maven? So the command to execute the Maven is mvn. The command to execute the Maven is mvn. So space hyphen version. So mvn is not recognized because mvn is not there in the system. So we will go to the bin folder. Here, let us execute this one. Yes, I'm going into the bin folder. cd space. Now currently I'm in the Maven bin folder. Now execute the same command, Maven hyphen version. See, it is showing the Maven version, Apache Maven 3.8.3. It is depend on the Java. It is showing the Java version also. Okay, that means it is a binary file. You are downloading the binary file that is executable only in the particular folder only. If you come out of that folder and execute, that application will not work. That is a difference between the OS package and not OS package. That is downloading the binaries and executing the .exe file. Okay, now I'm adding the path to the system variables. Environment variables. So edit here, new, paste, okay, okay, okay. I'm closing this one. Now, if you come out of this one, cd users, yeah. So currently, I'm in the is rounds, cd users, yeah. So currently, I'm in the Surya folder. If you execute the same command, it won't work. Why? Why it is not working? You added the path to the system variable, right? System path. Then why it is not working?
Restart the command prompt.
You need to restart the command prompt. So don't forget that. So now if you execute this mvn space hyphen version, then the Maven will be available throughout the system. You can run the Maven commands anywhere in the system. Okay. So here also you can execute Maven hyphen version. So here, so Maven is installed in the Windows machine. Clear? Understood, right? How to install the Maven in the Windows? Simple. It is very simple. So just downloading the binaries of Java and Maven. Add the these packages up to the bin folder to the system path. Okay. Now the Maven is working anywhere in the system. Just restart the command prompt. Then the Maven is working anywhere in the system. Okay. So this is the first topic, installation of Maven in the Windows. I'll show in the Linux machine. Okay. So I already here one instance is running here, right? So here itself I'm running. I'm just logging into the machine. I'll show how to install the Maven in the Linux machine. Currently you are in the Linux machine. So what is the prerequisite for Maven? For the prerequisite Maven is Java. Okay. So for that, because here what you are done, you are downloaded the binaries of Java as well as Maven, and you are adding the path to the system path, right? You are not adding the adding the these two paths to the direct system path. You are added. You are not added the path of user. Okay, you are not added this path to the environment variables of user. You are added this to the complete system path. That means any user, okay, any user can able to access the application. This is not particular user. So if you added here, okay, if you add here, so then the Maven is okay, can be used by only the user Surya. The other users cannot use the Maven tool. But if you want to make the other users to access the Maven tool, then you must add that to the system path. Okay, you can call this as administrator. You can call this as administrator. So then any user can access this application. So likewise, so in the Linux machine also, if you want to make any user can access the application, you must log into the root account. Therefore, first just move into the root account. Then here you can execute the commands. Okay. Now the prerequisite for this Maven is Java. Therefore, install Java. Install Java -y. So Java is installed. So how to check the Java install or not? Java space -version. So see here, Java is installed. But here you need to add the Java path to the system path. Though the Java is installed, okay. So in the path, this Java is not added. So for that, let us check in the Linux machine how to check the path, system path. So for the command here it is echo $path. See here, echo $path is the command used to list out the applications that are added to the path. So just now you are added some packages to the environment variables, right, in the Windows. Likewise, in the Linux machine, echo $path is the command used to check the user, that is the path. Okay, in the Windows machine also, okay, you can use the command echo, but here percentage path. See here, echo percentage path. So then it will show the path. So what are the, so see here, you are added the Apache Maven, right? Apache Maven 3.8.3 you are added, and you are added Java. So JDK 11, right? You added JDK 11. So for checking the path in Windows, the command is echo percentage path percentage. Whereas in case of Linux, it is echo $ per path. Echo $path. So likewise, here you are added the packages into the system path manually. Okay, then you are able to see these two, right? Likewise, in the Linux machine also, though you are installed the package, that package is not added to the this path. Therefore, you must add the path to the this path. You must add the Java to the this system path. So how to identify where the Java is there? Okay, so if it is Windows, we are just going into the Java folder, okay, and you are going to the Win folder, just taking the path. But in Linux, it is very difficult, right? You are not downloading any package. You are not downloading any binaries. The package is already inbuilt. It is already there in the M repository. Just you install the command. By using install command, you install the package. But where after installation, where this package will be there? That means the package is not available. But so you can see the package in the bin folder, like how we are adding up to this path. So this path is available. How to check? How to check in the Linux? So I already told you in the Linux commands, one of the command. If you want to check any file, if you want to find any file or folder, what is the command? If you want to find any folder or file, so what is the command? The command is find. So what you are going to find? From which location you are going to find? So I want to find from the root. So you need to give the name, hyphen name. What is the name of the file you are searching? So Java. Find in the root in the file system with the name Java. Click on enter. See Java with the name Java. So there are several locations. There are several locations. Out of these locations, what is our required Java? What is our required Java? So the required Java is where the version is there. So this is the actual path. So here up to this path, you need to copy. Up to this path, whenever you select, automatically it will copy. So just select this one up to copy this path, and you need to give to the this path. So how to give this to this path? Because how to give means, so just type ll, type ls minus. Okay, first type ll. Here you are seeing only two files. So just type ls hyphen la. Whenever you type ls hyphen la, you are seeing the that is hidden files. Okay, so this path, whenever you install the package, so this path should be given to the .bash profile. So you need to add this path to the .bash profile. It is a file. So type, edit this file. So vi .bash underscore profile. So here you can see the path. So this is the default path. This is the default path. Now you are adding the new file. So you are adding the Java. So you need to type here Java underscore home, one variable. You need to give the path of the file where it is. Now here also you need to add this variable to the path. Okay, you need to add this variable to the path. Now here you need to type Java underscore home. So in this way, you are giving the package, or you are adding the package to the system path. Okay, now just save and quit. Okay, now you are added the Java path to the system. Now, if you type Java space version, so it is already showing as it is OpenJDK, this one. But if you download the Maven, because since here you are, this Java is the OS package. This Java is the OS package. Because why? Because this Java you are installed from the yum repository. You are downloading the package and installing the package by using the yum tool, yum command. Therefore, it is a OS service. That's why, though you are given this Java path to the system path, or you are not given, Java is working. It is showing the version. Before adding the path also, it is given the version right here, because this is the OS package. This is the OS package. Now, Java is installed now. I want to install the Maven now. Okay. So generally, remember very important point. In Linux, any third-party tool, okay, any third-party tool that is generally installed in the folder or placed in the folder /opt. Any third-party tools, any third-party software, generally, by default, generally, okay, those are placed under /opt. OPT means optional. Optional means so the folder may be used for downloading or keeping the packages, third-party packages. Okay, if you want to keep here, you can also download the package here itself. But the best way to keep the third-party packages is in the /opt folder. Therefore, move into the /opt folder. Now here you need to download the package from the website. Okay, that is binaries are already there. So see here in the Maven website already, okay, the packages are available. Binaries are available. So previously we have downloaded the binary for Windows. Now you need to download the package for this Linux package, Linux machine. So how to download the package? If you click on this package will be downloaded in the Windows machine only. Then how to move this package into the Linux machine? So that's why. So for that, just right click, copy the link address. Okay, here. So how to download the packages in Linux means the command is wget. Wget. W means web. Wget. From website you are getting the package. So wget. So paste the URL of the package. Paste the URL of the package. So what is it asking? What it is asking? It is asking wget command is not found. So you need to install the wget. If any command is not there in the default Linux machine, you need to install that package. How do you install the package? What is the command? What is the command for installing the package?
Using yum, sir.
Yum. So yum install wget. -y. So yum is now wget is installed. Now just apply the command, previous command. So wget means webget. From website you are getting the package into the local in the /opt folder. Now click on enter. See the package is saved. Saving the package into the folder. Its size is 8.6 MB. Okay, so if you type LL, so you can see the package. But this package is .tar.gz. It is a zipped as well as archived version. So you need to extract this file. You need to extract this file. So what is the command? So I already told you Linux commands. So if it is a .tar.gz, how do you extract this file? The command is tar hyphen, since it is archived as well as zipped. Therefore, X and Z for unarchive, unzip. Okay. If you give V, it is showing the detailed description. That means what are the, so it is showing the process, which files are extracted, that is also showing. If you not give V, it is simply, it is not showing which files are extracted. Okay, V stands for verbose. Okay, so if you give V and F, the file. So the name of the file, Apache. Click on enter. See, if you give the V, then it is showing which files are extracted. If you don't give V, it won't see these details. It is simply directly show the this tab again. Now click on type LL. Now you can see the package that is extracted, and this is the package. Now I am removing this one, RM Apache. This file I am deleting because that is not required. So he's asking yes. Here the package is not there, so only the folder extracted is there. Now if you just move into the folder Apache Maven, so LL, see the same in the Windows. What are the different files are there? The Linux also you will find the same files, binaries, boot files, configuration files, libraries, everything. The same thing will be there. So here also, what you need to do? The next one, you need to add the bin path. Since you are downloaded the binaries, you are not installed the package. You are not installed the package. You are just download the binaries. Therefore, you need to give the path up to the bin folder. Okay. So before that, just check the present working directory. How do you give the path? So by using the pwd, so you can check where this file will be there. Where this file will be there, just by using the command pwd, you can check it. Okay. So now for this, otherwise you can go to the bin folder. Let us check this one. You can take the pwd. Just copy this path, because you need to give this path in the that path section, right? So just go to the cd users home. Here you can see the dot bash profile. So how you add the path of Java to this bash profile? Here also you need to add the same path to the this bash profile. Now edit dot bash profile. So just here give the path. For that I'm giving the name as m2 underscore home is equal to, just give the, sorry, the path is not copied. Just save, copy the path vi. So after adding this variable here, just add the path here m2 underscore. Let's check whether it is working or not. Just save. And just if you type echo $path, let's check whether it is showing or not. It is not showing still, because you need to restart the session. Then only it will show in the path. Previously you added Java, right? But it is not showing in the path because it needs a restart of the session. Therefore, I'm just restarting the session. C2 hyphen user. Now check the path, echo $path. Currently you are in the EC2, right? That's why it is not showing, because it is user path. Therefore, you need to move into the root. You are in the root. Echo $path. See here, Java underscore home is there, and m2 underscore home is there. So these two are added. Now let us check whether this Maven is working or not in the Linux machine. Now the command is mvn space hyphen version. Still it is not showing, the Maven command is not working. So for this, what you need to do means, here for Maven tool in the Linux, you need to give separately. I'll tell you. So here ls hyphen lv. So here, so just editing the dot bash profile. So here, in place of this, up to the bin path, just defining this and splitting this in two parts. One is m2 underscore home, up to this part I'm giving, and m2 you need to give here to this. M2 is equal to, so m2 underscore home slash bin. Now here add the same m2 after m2 underscore home. Now just save and quit. Okay, restart the session. Login as root. Now check whether Maven is working or not. It is not working. Maven underscore home slash bin. You need to give dollar. That is the mistake we have done. You need to give the dollar there. So that is in there. Here you need to give the dollar, otherwise you won't understand. So what is this? What is the variable that is there? For that also maybe it will work before by giving the dollar at starting to the path. Okay, now let us check. Just restart again the session. Dollar path. Touch Maven. Okay. Just add $dollar. Restart this one. Here you have given M2 underscore home, right? But here this M2 does not take in the, here you have mentioned M2 underscore home. But what is this M2 underscore home? It is not taking. What is the value of this one? So in the Linux machine, I already told you the difference between this Windows and Linux. If you want to type, for example, echo path. If you type echo path, what happened? It will simply display the path itself. See here, it is display the path. For example, if you type echo Sriram, so it is just displaying the name as Sriram. So whereas if you define, okay, if you type echo percentage path as executing the previous command, it will show the content of this path. So the content of this path, what is this path will contain. Okay, similarly in Linux also you need to give. So here you are M2 underscore home, you are giving like this. Okay, or we'll do one thing. Just I'm removing this line. Okay, just here itself I'm giving the bin, and let us removing this M2 also. I'm just giving $M2 underscore home. Now let us check. You have simply added the bin folder, bin path to this M2 underscore home. Now just save it. Just restart the session. This will work. EC2 hyphen user. Now MVN hyphen version. This will work. Still not working. See here. It is working as a root user because that path is not added to the EC2 user. That path is not added in the EC2 user. It is working under root. Okay, if you want to make this Maven as a EC2 underscore user, you need to add this, the same process. You need to add the Maven to this EC2 hyphen user path. The system path is different for EC2 hyphen user and this root. So now here, with the help of root user, you can execute the commands. You can execute the commands. So if you want to make EC2 hyphen user, okay, so EC2 hyphen user. Currently, I'm in the EC2 hyphen user. So if you see echo $path, here it is different. Here there is no Java. For this user, don't have any Java. Okay, so for this user, don't have the this Maven. So if you want to make this user to be access the Maven tool, just add the same process. Okay, so let me add here. So again, find, adding the Java first because it is permission denied because you need to use a sudo permissions. So here, this is the path I need to give to the, for this user also you have the .bash profile. Just add .bash profile. You can use here, but here the path is not there. You need to mention the path also here. Let us just checking only. I don't know whether it is working or not. Double copied, double pasted here. So here you can give the name as Java underscore home equal to. Okay. Next, giving the path. So path is equal to. Here the name here it is. Path is equal to $path colon. So you need to give how in the root it will be there. You need to give the same here. So the name here $Java underscore home /bin. This is the path you need to give. So similarly, if you give cd/opt c Apache, just take the path, this path, add this path to the profile. Let us use this path M2 underscore home equal to, add the path. So here also add the path $M2 underscore home. So these are the two we are added in the EC2 hyphen user path. Now if you restart the session, let us check EC2 hyphen user. Now first checking the path whether they are added or not into the path. So here, so Java is added in the path and Maven is added in the path. So if you check here, the previous echo $path, it is not showing here. See here, here in the echo.path, it is not showing. Though we are added this Java as well as the Maven directories, so it is not showing here because that will be affected only after restarting only. Therefore, Java and Maven both are added here. Now let us check whether this Maven is working or not here. So Maven is working in the Linux. With the for the user easy to use. So in this way, you can install the Maven package in Linux machine as well as Windows machine. Understood, right? The only thing is here adding the path. That is only the key point you need to understand. In Windows, it is very easy because it is only GUI, right? Therefore, you can easily add the path to the system path. But in Linux, it is only through command mode. Everything is in the command mode only. Therefore, you must be very careful while adding this path. So, both for Java as well as Maven, you need to add up to the bin path to the echo dollar path. Here, this path file will exist. That path file is exist in the .bash profile. In the .bash profile, that path will be available. So you need to give like this. How we are added the path in the Windows, in the same way you are adding the path to the Linux. Clear? Any doubts in the installation? In the real time, maybe or may not be, you are getting a chance to work with the installation part. But maybe you are getting a chance or not getting a chance installation of, but you must aware how to install any package. It may be Maven, it may be Java, it may be Tomcat, it may be Jenkins, it may be Docker, it may be Kubernetes, whatever the tool it is. You must be in a position to install it. So end to end, you must understand from the installation part to the complete this one, the complete final till the end. Understood, right? The difference, how the installation will be. So this part is completed. Clear? Any doubts here in the installation part?
Very clear, sir.
Right. Okay. Still we have 15 minutes is there. So I'll continue with this folder structure, which is small topics. It is read developers only. It is not belong to the DevOps. Okay. So I'll show this topic and I'll close the session. Okay. So tomorrow we'll explain the Maven commands and form file at a time. So by tomorrow we will close the Maven. Okay. So now here I'll explain the Windows. I'm going with the Windows because it is very right GUI. Therefore, I'm explaining with the Windows machine itself. So the practice is same. How you are working with the Windows, how you are working with the Linux machine. So for both, it will be same. Okay. So now currently I'm in the local. Just giving the screen. So how the developers are creating the folder structure. I already explained. So this is the folder structure that is given by the developers only. So they may be give the folder structure or generate the folder structure in two ways. One is by command mode, is by using the commands. By using the commands, they are generating the folder structure. Next one, by using Eclipse. By using the Eclipse software, so they are generating the this folder structure. Okay, I'll explain only the command mode because actually this part is not belong to DevOps engineer, but the process will be same as it is. Okay, the process with command mode and the process with Eclipse, both will be same. Okay, in command mode, you are just executing the commands, thereby you are creating the folder structure. Whereas in case of software, it's simple GUI, right? Therefore, you are simply clicking on the next, next. Likewise, you can create the folder structure. Okay, if you want to explain how the Eclipse will be, that part also I'll show. Okay, if the time permits. Okay, not in this class, maybe tomorrow or another session if you require. But remember, this part, whatever this second section is not belong to our topic. Okay, but for your practice, you must at least one this Java structure will be there, right? One Java file will be there. Okay, how you practice? So if you want to practice, you need to clone from other repos. Instead of cloning from other repos, you can generate your own code. Okay, you can generate, so for example, hello world is there. So by using this command mode or Eclipse software, you can simply generate. Now you are the developer. Now you are the developer and you are generating a very basic code called hello world. Okay, I'll explain with the command mode now. So again, command mode is again two types. One is interactive session, interactive mode. You can call it interactive mode. The second one is batch mode. It's also called as non-interactive mode. So you see the difference between the both interactive mode and batch mode. Okay. So first, if you want to generate the folder structure, Maven is compulsory. First of all, Maven tool is compulsory. So in our local, so Maven is available. So here in our local, Maven is available. Now with the help of one command, now you can create the folder structure. With the help of one command, the developers are generating the folder structure. The command is mvn archetype :generate. mvn archetype :generate archives. Whenever you execute this command, the default folder structures will be listed here. Okay, whenever you are executing, the default folder structure for different languages, for different types of Java version, that will be displayed here. So I already told you the starting of the class. Okay, so you are going to deploy .jar file, you are going to deploy .var file, you are going to deploy .ear file. That means developers are just developing the code and put the code in the GitHub. From that GitHub, okay, if it is a Java, so then if it's a basic Java, standard Java, then you are generating the .jar package. And to deploy this, Java is sufficient. With the help of Java-jar, so that jar file you can deploy this jar package. If it is a var file, you need Tomcat is required. Okay, so if it is .ear file, then so glassfish. Okay, so like the other tools will be required. So you have, with the help of Java language only, you are getting the three different types of packages. So whenever you execute this command archetype.generate, you will see the list of packages which are going to generate. Out of that, you want to choose which project you are working on that. That part I will show now. If you click on the enter, so it is downloading the plugins from the that central repo. So tomorrow class I will explain what is meant by central repo, remote repo, local repo, the three topics. So this mode is called as interactive mode. I mean, explaining the interactive mode first. So here is showing generating project in interactive mode. Generating project in the interactive mode. Now it will display the list of projects. Okay, default projects it will display. See, total 3003 list of projects are available here. So just move up, you can see the list of packages packages you can see here. 3003. So with the help of Maven tool, you can work with the 3003 types of packages. Okay, so out of that, what is our topic? So here you can search a sample Maven project, because a simple Maven project we require. Here the numbers also will be changing automatically. Okay, previously 3000 are not there, so recently they are adding. So sample Maven project that will be around here itself. See here, as an archetype which contain a sample Maven project. Actually, this part will be taken care by developers only. No need to worry about that. But for understanding purpose only, I'm explaining this. So here you need to remember this number, but this number will be changing every time. Okay, 1833. So it is archetypes colon maven hyphen archetype quick start. So this is the package name. So here org means organization. Apache organization is a Maven. So here you need to remember this name if you want to practice. The number is 1833. So here it is asking for the number, which package you want to download. So choose a number or apply filter. So format, so it is group ID, artifact ID, case sensitive ID. So by default it is taking 1833. It is a sample Maven project, right? By default it is taking 1833. If you give 1833 or click on enter, so both will be taking the same number 1833 only. So click on enter. So 1833 it is taken. So it is asking for the version, which type version you want to take. So here these are the older versions. So by default it is 8. 8 means it is taking the latest version 1.4. Okay, so click on enter, it will take the default version 8. So define the value of property group ID. So very important. Okay, so I already told you the POM file. Tomorrow I'll explain in detail about the POM file. But before that, you must give the information of the project. 3 things are required. One is group ID, artifact ID, artifact ID, and next one version. So these 3 are compulsory. So the basic question in the POM, what the POM file will contain. If anybody asks what is the POM file will contain, you must say about these 3: group ID, artifact ID, and next version name. So these 3 are compulsory. So what is group ID? So group ID is nothing but project ID, project name. Okay, group ID is nothing but project name. Okay, in real time, okay, in real time, generally the project name will be like this. If you are working in any company, so the project name will be like this. So com means company. So it is, if it is IBM, let us take IBM. So IBM dot the project name. Let us take the project one. Okay, if it is organization, if you're working in an organization, then the name will be like this: org dot apache dot the project name. In the real time, so the project name should be like this only: com dot ibm dot project name. Okay, or if it is organization, org dot apache dot that project name. Okay, so next, artifact ID. Artifact ID means, so what is the product you are going to develop in the project? What is the product you are developing in the project. So give the product name. In one project, you can create multiple products. Okay, in one project, you can give multiple products. So next is version. You can specify the version. You can specify the default version. So whatever it is prompting, you can select the default version. So these three are compulsory. So the form file will contain, okay, the form file will contain these three. So here project name. So here it example only, right? That's why I'm giving the project one. Here the product name I'm giving here as product one. Okay, version already specified here. So now here define the value for property of group ID. So group ID is nothing but project name. Therefore, project one is asking for artifact ID. Artifact ID, nothing but the product. So product ID. So therefore, give the product one. So version. So by default, it is taking the 1.0 hyphen snapshot. Therefore, if you click on enter, it is taking the default version. So define the value property package project one. So what is the type of project it is? It is a Java project, right? It is a Java project. Therefore, you are going to develop the package. Which package? .jar. You are going to develop the package as jar. No need to give dot. Just give the jar. The package will be .jar. So next, click on enter. So just confirm the properties you are giving for the folders structure, for creating the folder structure. So the group ID, the project name, and the product name, and the version and package. It is .jar. It is default taking. So confirm twice. Why it is showing? So group ID. So it is showing that the file name, directory name, or volume label syntax is incorrect. We will execute once again. That is the default one. Choose a apply filter. Group ID at so in 33 default is taken. So the version is 8. Group ID. Group ID is nothing but, so I think on the is already there on the, okay. The reason here it is, it's already there. The product is already there on the desktop. That's why it is throwing the error. So let us delete these two and try this again. Set to group ID. The artifact is product one. That is default. The package is jar. Should be jar only. Provide confirm. Yes. Here build success. Previously it was failed because already there is the name is already there on the desktop. That's why it is throwing the error. Okay. Now it is build success. Build success means there is a folder that will be created on the desktop. The product one. Now if you move into the folder, so see here, SRC folder is there. SRC folder. So in the SRC, we'll have main. Okay, under this Java is there. Under this jar. So under this SRC main Java, you will have the code. So if you open this, so see here, this is a simple hello world application. This is a simple hello world application. Now, if you go to the SRC main test, so here test cases will be there. In this folder, you will have the test case will be there. So the default test cases is with JUnit. So JUnit is a tool. So with that tool, the developers are write the test cases. So along with this folder structure, so pom.xml is also created. Pom.xml is also created by default. So I'll explain this pom.xml tomorrow in detail. Okay. But this is the way to generate the folder structure, okay, by using the interactive mode. Okay, so if you want to generate the folder structure same in the non-interactive mode, what is the difference between interactive mode and non-interactive mode is, okay, and one more thing. Here, before going to the non-interactive mode, we are generated the jar file package, jar file folder structure. Now, if you want to generate the var file, if you want to generate the var file, so same thing, just move up. Just give me 5 minutes, let's close the session. Again, type. So with the help of the previous one, we are generated the jar package. Okay. Now here, if you want to generate the var package or var module, okay, if you want to generate the var module, so you need to select the number. You need to select the number that is generating the var package. So here we are in the interactive mode again. Let's wait for the numbers that is showing. Or we can do one thing. Just out. So this command will move here. The numbers are there, right? So all these all this text will be moved into the file module.txt. On the desktop, a file text file is created with the name module.txt. Module.txt that is created. Still, it is under process because total 3000 entries are there, right? So all the entries should be moved into this module.txt file. So here you need to search for the var module. So by default, it is showing the jar package only 1833, right? The name here 1833, that is a jar module. So now if you want to check for the var module, the same. a sample file, a sample Maven project that will be here itself. Here you can see web app. Okay, you need to check whether this is completed or not. It's still working. Just search for the name web app. Same file, same name. Is around here itself. This one. An archetype which contain sample web app project. Okay, so this number you need to remember 1838. In this way you can search. Okay, just control C. Just remove this one. We'll do the list again. So in place of by default entry, here you need to give the name 1838. So after seeing this, after downloading this one, so close the session. So 1838, give the number 1838. So it is asking for the web app version. That is, you can give the default version 7. So group ID. So what is the product? Project name. So I'm giving the project name as project 2. Artifact ID, product name. So this will be the product 2. So give the default version. So what is the package? You need to give the package name as where. So confirm the details. So build success. That is the folder structure that is created with the name product 2. So if you see the product 2 folder, the difference you can observe. So here src main web app. So here index.jsp. So in case of Java, that is in case of jar package, the difference you can observe here. Here the jar package will be app.java. The file, the folder structure, the code will be saved with the extension .java. Whereas in case of this web app project, so the code will be with .jsp. See here, hello world. Now you are the developer, you can write the code here itself in the block. In this code block, you can write your own code and save it. Okay. So in this way, we are generating the folder structure. But don't worry about this one. If you don't know about this one, it's not a big problem. Okay, because this is the task that is given by the developers only. Okay, it is not the role of DevOps engineer. Okay, so this is about the Maven, the basic two topics. So in the interactive mode is over now. Okay, if you want to see the batch mode, so batch mode is very simple. It's not. So now here you have given the options, right, in the interactive mode. So you are given the options here itself. But whereas in the batch mode, you are directly passing the argument. You are directly passing the commands. Okay, whatever these you are giving. So along with the command, Maven, archetype. So instead of giving the generate, so after that you are passing the arguments along with the command, like a group ID. Okay, so along with that you can give the, so for example, that part also I'll show archetype type generate up to, if you click on enter, it will be in the interactive mode. Okay, if you want to give in the batch mode, you need to specify all the group ID, artifact ID, version in a single command. That is a batch mode. That is called non-interactive mode. So here the command is archetype. So archetype artifact ID is equal to, so here you need to mention the artifact ID. Okay, so what is the name of the folder structure? So here you need to give. Okay, so what is the name of the folder? So if it is a Java, okay, if it is a Java folder structure, so here we have seen the right 1833, right? The number 1833. Yeah. Here you need to mention the folder structure. If it is a sample Maven project, so this is the artifact name. So Maven archetype quick start. So this is the name, archetype artifact ID. You need to give this one. Okay, if it is a web app project, so here Maven archetype web app. So this is you need to give. Okay, so for example, I'm giving this one. So save or paste here. So I have given the archetype artifact ID. So after this, I need to give the group ID. So that is asked right previously. So artifact ID I have given. So group ID I need to give here. So group ID, that is nothing but project name. So therefore I'm giving the project 3, and next one artifact ID I need to give. So artifact ID need to give. So hyphen D artifact ID. I need to give here. I need to give the product name. So let us take the product name as product 3, and here very important last one. Here you have given the type of project. That is Java project. Here group ID you are given and artifact ID you are given, and finally you must give hyphen D interactive is equal to false. That means you want to disable the interactive mode. Okay, now just type here, type enter. Now it will be starting in the batch mode. See here, it is in the still interactive mode. Somewhere here, the command. Now is missing. Hyphen group ID, the project can be okay. Interactive mode. Interactive mode. That is the, now here if you click on the enter, now it is starting in the batch mode. See here, writing project in the batch mode. Now we can generate the folder structure by using the batch mode. There is no difference. Okay, there is no difference between the interactive mode and batch mode while creating the folder structure. Both ways will create the same type of folder structure. The difference is here in the batch mode, you are passing the arguments in single command. Whereas in case of interactive mode, you are specifying the command. You are specifying the parameters individually. And you are confirming here. That's it. There is the only difference. So here, build success. If you see on the desktop, you can see the product 2, product 3. So this is was created by using the batch mode, right? So in this way, developers are developing the code by using the command line, interactive and batch mode. The same process will be in the Eclipse software also. You can find the same options. Okay, but this is not the job of DevOps role, but for understanding purpose only. So 2 topics are completed today. So tomorrow I'll explain the Maven commands and form file so that Maven will be completed tomorrow onwards. So if you have any doubts in this, you can ask me. Okay. So otherwise, you can leave the session.